The parable of the Good Samaritan is one of the most beloved and enduring stories in the Bible, found in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 10, verses 25 to 37. This timeless parable is known for its profound message of compassion, kindness, and the boundless love that transcends social and cultural boundaries. Within its narrative, Jesus imparts a powerful lesson about what it truly means to be a neighbor and how acts of mercy can bridge the gaps that divide us. As we delve into this parable, we are invited to explore the depths of human kindness and the transformative impact it can have on both the giver and the receiver. Join us as we journey through this inspiring tale of a stranger's selfless care for a wounded traveler and uncover the timeless wisdom it imparts. Luke, chapter 10, verses 25 to 37. Verse 25. And behold, a lawyer stood up to put him to the test, saying, Teacher, what shall I do to inherit eternal life? Verse 26. He said to him, What is written in the law? How do you read it? Verse 27. And he answered, You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself. Verse 28. And he said to him, You have answered correctly, do this, and you will live. Verse 29. But he, desiring to justify himself, said to Jesus, And who is my neighbor? Verse 30. Jesus replied, A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho, and he fell among robbers, who stripped him and beat him and departed, leaving him half dead. Verse 31. Now by chance a priest was going down that road, and when he saw him he passed by on the other side. Verse 32. So likewise a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. Verse 33. But a Samaritan, as he journeyed, came to where he was, and when he saw him, he had compassion. Verse 34. He went to him and bound up his wounds, pouring on oil and wine. Then he set him on his own animal and brought him to an inn and took care of him. Verse 35. And the next day he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper, saying, Take care of him, and whatever more you spend, I will repay you when I come back. Verse 36. Which of these 3, do you think, proved to be a neighbor to the man who fell among the robbers? Verse 37. He said, The one who showed him mercy. And Jesus said to him, You go, and do likewise. This parable imparts several valuable lessons. 1. Love knows no boundaries. The parable challenges the limits of compassion. The Samaritan, despite societal divisions and prejudices, demonstrates genuine love and care for a stranger in need. It teaches us that love transcends cultural, racial, and religious differences. 2. Compassion in action. The Samaritan's actions speak louder than words. He doesn't just express sympathy, he takes tangible steps to alleviate the suffering of the wounded man. The lesson here is that true compassion requires action. 3. The importance of mercy. The parable emphasizes the significance of showing mercy to those in distress. It reminds us that our willingness to help others, especially in times of vulnerability, reflects the essence of our faith and humanity. 4. Neighborly love. Jesus redefines the concept of a neighbor. It's not limited to those within our immediate circles, but extends to anyone we encounter in need. The parable encourages us to broaden our definition of neighbor and extend our care to all people. 5. Humbling the self-righteous. The priest and Levite, who represent religious authority, are depicted as neglecting their moral duty. This serves as a warning against self-righteousness and the importance of humility and genuine compassion. 6. Modeling Christ's love. Ultimately, the parable of the Good Samaritan reflects the essence of Christ's teachings. It highlights Jesus' call to love one another as he has loved us, even when it requires us to go out of our way and make sacrifices for the well-being of others. In summary, the parable of the Good Samaritan reminds us that love, compassion, and mercy are the cornerstones of a life in accordance with God's will. It calls us to be active, selfless, and inclusive in our love for our neighbors, challenging us to break down barriers and become instruments of healing and reconciliation in a divided world. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video and found it valuable. Please consider subscribing to our channel. By subscribing, you'll stay updated with our latest content, and it helps support us in creating more informative and entertaining videos for you. Just click the subscribe button below, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support means the world to us, and we look forward to having you as part of our community. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.